Hello guys, welcome to today's video. After previewing 9 IPL teams, we are finally down to the last one. आज हम लोग प्रीव्यू करने वाले दिल्ली कैपिटल्स को, उनकी स्क्वाड को एनालाइज करेंगे. दिस ईयर डीसी की प्रॉब्लम ये है कि a lot of their players are not available for some matches of the season. So like David Warner, Mitchell Marsh, these guys are not available at the start of the season. Even Anik Nokia is not available at the start of the season. Mustafizur is not available. Lungi Ngidi is not available. So a lot of their overseas players are not available at the start of this IPL and throughout the middle also. मेरे को मालूम नहीं कौन कौन होगा नहीं होगा. So this is definitely one of the problems at DC. But then again, as we speak about the playing 11, we'll find the replacements for them as well. So we'll go ahead with that. So let's start with the playing 11. And for me, right at the top, उन लोग ने जो बाय किया है, I think he's going to be the steal of the auction. They bought David Warner for 6 crore or 6.5 crore rupees, which I feel is amazing. Which I feel is the buy of the auction, and other teams missed a trick by not going for him. And David Warner obviously opens up with Prithvi Shaw, who they managed to retain, which is a very explosive combination right up at the order. And I feel that they could actually, build a right-handed, left-handed combination, and they can build that partnership that Prithvi Shaw had with Shikhar Dhawan, obviously. Then one down you have Mitchell Marsh, the guy who won Australia the World Cup. Actually, he didn't win them the World Cup, but he played a major role in Australia winning the World Cup at number 3. And he's in the form of his life, and I'm sure that he'll continue to do well in DC also this year. Then 2 down you have Rishabh Pant. Again, for me, a massively improved player in limited overs. Obviously, his stats at the start of his international T20 career didn't look very promising, but now he has improved his game a lot is what I feel, and he has definitely done well to justify his place at number 4, and he'll continue to do well over there. At number 5 you have Roman Powell from the West Indies. So DC have obviously gone for a lot of power. They couldn't get in Hitmire this year, so they went with Roman Powell, and they feel that he's going to be the next big West Indian hitting all-rounder. All-rounder तो चाहे ना भी बोलो, but hitter तो I'm definitely sure that they feel that he's going to be one. So I'm playing Roman Powell at 5 or maybe 6, and at 6 you have to have an Indian player जो थोड़ा मार भी सके, थोड़ा fast strike rate पे खेल सके, and there DC have a lot of options. So if Mitchell Marsh is bowling, you obviously don't need a bowler because your bowlers and all-rounders, and Mitchell Marsh will do the will complete the quota of 20 overs. But if he isn't, then they can go with Lalit Yadav because he contributes with 1 or 2 overs here or there, and then he can be a very useful asset. And DC had him last year as well, and they trust a lot in him. So Lalit Yadav is one of the options. But who I am going to go for is Sarfaraz Khan. Sarfaraz Khan रणजी ट्रॉफी में बहुत अच्छे फॉर्म में है, लाइक क्रेजी गुड फॉर्म में है. एंड ऑल्दो आई नो दैट टेस्ट इज डिफरेंट एंड T20 इज डिफरेंट, बट आई फील दैट कॉन्फिडेंस विल हेल्प हिम elevate his T20 game as well, and that's where I feel that he can bring a great contribution to the team at 4 down. And at 5 down you have Akshar Patel. Again, Akshar Patel is from that DC का batch from last year, Indian core जो वो लोग trust कर रहे हैं, and they're banking on them to perform well. He has done pretty well for DC, and I'm sure he'll continue to do well. Then at number 8 you have Shardul Thakur. So Shardul Thakur पे DC ने ये बार बहुत पैसे डाले, close to 10 crore rupees, and they're expecting a lot from him, and I am too, because भाई लॉर्ड है यार शार्दुल ठाकुर यार. मैं क्या बोलूं यार, वो ऑल्दो बॉलिंग में हर बार आपको 4 ओवर नहीं देगा, बट 3 तो दे ही देगा इन मोस्ट मैचेस. एंड ऑल्सो द फैक्ट दैट हिटिंग उसकी अभी काफी इंप्रूव हो गए, तो एट 6 डाउन ही इज अ वेरी वैल्यूएबल एसेट फॉर एनी टीम ओवर देयर. देन एट 7 डाउन यू हैव ईदर यू कैन प्ले खलील अहमद और यू कैन प्ले चेतन साकरिया. मतलब दोनों लेफ्ट आर्म बॉलर्स है, लेफ्ट आर्म फास्ट बॉलर्स है, एंड इट डिपेंड्स कि उनको कौन सा खिलाना है. लाइक अगर स्लो पिच होगी थोड़ी, तो आई वुड प्रेफर टू प्ले साकरिया. एंड अगर थोड़ी फास्ट पिच है जहाँ पे स्विंग ज़्यादा हो रहा है एंड ये सब है, बाउंस ज़्यादा है, विच आई थिंक वानखेड़े के विकेट्स में होगा, तो खलील अहमद कैन बी अ ग्रेट एसेट ओवर देयर एज वेल. बट फॉर मी आई एम गोइंग विद चेतन साकरिया टू स्टार्ट विद. एट 8 डाउन वी हैव Nokia. So Nokia, as we all know, has been doing amazing for DC in the past 2 seasons, and the fact that he got retained over Kagiso Rabada speaks volumes of his achievements at DC. And I know that he is not available at the start of the IPL, and I don't know when he'll become available. So for that, DC have a very good backup in Mustafizur Rahman, who I feel will play in place of him whenever he is not available. But again, Nokia बहुत अच्छा buy है, and he gives you that overs at the start of the match, at the end of the match, like at the end of the innings, and even in between when they need a wicket. So Nokia definitely is a very good value addition over there. And lastly, we have India's lost spinner, lost बोलूँ या जो भी बोलूँ, but Kuldeep, भाई Kuldeep Yadav यार. I hope that Kuldeep Yadav comes back to form and justifies his place in the Indian team as well. And मजा आ जाएगा यार मेरे को. मतलब अगर कुलदीप यादव डज वेल, इवन दो आई एम नॉट अ डीसी सपोर्टर, बट अगर कुलदीप यादव अच्छा करेगा तो मेरे को दिल से अच्छा लगेगा. टॉकिंग अबाउट द स्ट्रेंथ्स ऑफ डीसी, द स्ट्रेंथ्स ऑफ डीसी आर कि भाई मतलब तुम देख रहे हो ना यार, उन लोग इतना अच्छा उनका इंडियन को रिटेन नहीं कर पाए तो भी इनकी टीम इतनी स्ट्रांग है. लाइक दिस इज अ वेरी स्ट्रांग टीम यार. अगर तुम टॉप 5 पे देखो, मतलब आई एम अज्यूमिंग ऑल प्लेयर्स आर अवेलेबल. डेविड वार्नर, पृथ्वी शॉ, मिचेल मार्श, ऋषभ पंत, रोमन पावल, भाई टॉप 5 क्या तोड़ टॉप 5 है. इनमें से कोई 2 लोग भी चल जाते तो दे कैन टेक द मैच अवे फ्रॉम एनी अदर टीम. तो बहुत तोड़ टॉप 5 है. एंड इवन इन बॉलिंग दे हैव अ लॉट ऑफ ऑप्शंस. बट नाउ कमिंग टू द वीकनेस, जो उनके ऑप्शंस है, एक्चुअली डीसी in a way is the most equipped team to face such a situation where players are not available. But again, players not being available is a big weakness for any team, regardless of how many ever backups they have, because playing 11 तो playing 11 होता है. And that is their key weakness this year कि उनके बहुत सारे players are unavailable for a majority of the season. Majority of the season नहीं, but at least at the start of the season a lot of players are unavailable. Now talking about backups, so DC have Ripal Patel with them. Ripal Patel last season भी था उनके पास. He's a all-rounder, hard-hitting all-rounder. You have Lungi Ngidi as an overseas fast bowler. You have Yash Dhul, India's under-19 World Cup winning captain. Then you have Seifert from New Zealand, जो डेविड वार्नर की जगह लेगा at the start of the season. And Seifert is also a very free-flowing player and he'll also do well. You have Mustafizur as a backup for Anik Nokia. So they have a lot of options and that is good. But then weakness भी यही बोलूँगा कि available नहीं है players. So all in all, I would have expected them to qualify अगर उनके पूरी squad start से end तक available होती. But due to them not being there throughout the season, they may or may not qualify. It's tough for me to say at this point, but let's see. Hoping the best for DC.
काली शर्ट है लाट सी जले आस्तीन के सांप, कृपा आपकी नाच जी, ओम शांति शांति. शनिवार रविवार सारे यार मेरे साथ, मैंने 11वीं में नाप दिया पूरा गाजीबाद.